So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So again, I am here at the BYD display here at Rockwell Power Plant Mall. I just came from the BYD Han EV review. Check that out on my channel. One of the best electric cars I've ever driven. But we are here in another electric vehicle, but this time, and surprisingly, I am in the all-new 2024 BYD Tang EV. Yes, this BYD Tang, as I remember yesteryear, this was a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Now this BYD converted it to a full electric vehicle now. So the looks alone, pretty good for what this is. Of course, I'm spoiled with the Han, but for this as an electric SUV, it looks pretty clean, I gotta say. You get a ground clearance of 170 millimeters, and powering this thing is a whopping 108.8 kilowatt hour battery. So the front motor 180 horsepower and the rear 200 horsepower. You get 350 newton meters of torque from each axle, so you have a combined power of 380 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque. Numbers sound familiar, right? Because it's exactly the same like that of the BYD Han, albeit a bigger battery and as well a bigger car too. However though, the range is a little bit better. So this one is at 530 kilometers, hence again because of the bigger battery, and 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time is still a decent. I say decent because this is still gonna be violent at 4.9 seconds. I've driven faster electric vehicles out there, but I think this could be the new fastest vehicle I've tried out so far in this class. So the side profile, it's your usual SUV, nice clean looks all around. We get 21-inch wheels all around too, running on Michelin tires yet again, same like with the Han, but I prefer these wheels just a little bit. It has the Lamborghini Rebenton style fans on the wheels. That's for aerodynamic purposes. And the rear, pretty standard too for an SUV. I kinda like this BYD Tang comparing with the previous Tang plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. This one looks so much cleaner and better in my opinion. And being an SUV too, this is why you buy this too in the first place, because of its practicality. This is a 7-seater too, so you get around 200 liters with all of the seats up. Fold the third row down, you get 940 liters. And when you finally fold all of the seats down now, it totals at a whopping 1,655 liters. Again, like all BYDs, the highlights of every BYD is got to be this interior. It's so plush and nice. It feels like you're in a luxury vehicle. You get a lot more what you paid for, as I explained to, like in the BYD Han. So as you can see here, you get ambient light all around this car, even here on the door card, equipped too with the same DIN audio sound system. A little bit less tan, but however, there's more Alcantara feeling here too, that stretches as well here all the way to the front dashboard with the rolling ambient lights. Here in the steering wheel, looks exactly the same, but there's no insignia here compared with the Han. You get the same amount of controls here, like for your ADAS functions on the left side, along with your ADAS and your rotating screen function, and on the right side you get your instrument cluster adjustments and phone connectivity buttons. And surrounding the digital instrument cluster itself, you get 3 streaks of lights as well. You get the rotating infotainment screen, so you can benefit with the maps if you wanna put it horizontally or vertically. And this car is equipped too with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's a lot more stuff you can do here, just a different layout again comparing with the BYD Han. And then here in the center console, you get 2 air conditioning vents. Pop this up, you get 2 cup holders and more gloss black stuff here for your buttons and for your gear shift functions, and wireless charging pad over here. And then here in the center console itself, you get a decent amount of space, an SD card slot, USB port, and a 12-volt socket. They open the same way like with that of the BYD Han. Seats here overall too, it's less of the sporty oriented side of things, but it's gotta be honest, this one's just a little bit more comfortable than usual. Bolstering not so much, but the seats itself overall is really soft as well. You get thigh supports too on either side. And above here, the usual controls for your LED lights, safety reminders, and here for your sunroof. Visor, you get a vanity mirror with LED light. Don't extend. It's not as long too as the BYD Han. So I am comparing that car a lot because I like that car, and that's the first BYD that I encountered. Well, these two, that's not a Dolphin or the Atto 3. So yeah, that's about here in front of this BYD Tang. Let's check out the second and third row. So here now in the second row of this BYD Tang EV, wow, we even have ambient lighting here and the same DIN audio sound system here at the rear door card. More of the Alcantara stuff here yet again. And space here in the back it's your usual EV. Feature and body room, I can somewhat stretch my head all the way forward. Headroom, despite the sunroof, I have just about more headroom than usual. So around, again, 6 footers might be enough you to sit here in the rear. So you get 2 map pockets on either side, and then your touch sensitive controls here for your climate control. Once again, I just saw now below, you get 1 USB port and a USB-C port. I was actually looking for that during the B-rolls earlier. And here in the middle central armrest, open this up, you get 2 cup holders and then an extra cubby space yet again. And now if I sit here in the middle, okay, pretty alright too. There's no transmission tunnel whatsoever. It's a completely flat floor. Now here in the third row, okay, I think, I'll be honest, it's just best for small adults and kids like me. My biggest complaint here is that lack of thigh support. That's the gap, yeah. But I mean, if you want to stretch a bit all the way forward, I just have enough feet room, and then my knee room, this is not adjusted by the way. I still have that much amount of knee room. So it's pretty decent still here, and you can fit like 3 of me if you're skinny like me here at there. So you get cup holders on either side. So that's the only toys here at the rear, along to right here. You have air conditioning vents too on either side. So yeah, that's about it here in the interior of this all-new BYD Tang. Let's go for a dive. Finally diving the BYD Tang. So coming from the BYD Han, of course this feels a lot more different than usual now since you're riding an SUV. But like with that of the BYD Han, it's so comfortable, and of course if you want just gun it. Yep, okay, wow. It won't be as violent as the BYD Han. Let's not take that away. However, being an SUV in this class, yeah, it's among one of the more violent ones. Wow. And like again with the BYD Han, you have a heads-up display right there. It's pretty big. It won't impede your vision too once you're driving here. And of course, being an SUV, you have a commanding position and whatnot. And I just discovered now you got tilt and telescopic for your steering wheel, which is okay, pretty decent for this. Right, I really love the performance of all the BYD vehicles, even including with the Dolphin, since I again check out my media drive video. But hopefully I can get my hands on the Auto 3 soon. That's what I really want to drive really soon. So here, auto hold function, and remember the claim range of this is 530 kilometers, so a little bit more too than the BYD Han, and currently we are at 91% and 499 kilometers. Pretty believable with the range too. And from auto hold function and then creeping forward, okay, pretty smooth. The rear brakes, the auto hold function itself, it's not grabby whatsoever. And surprisingly, for such a large compact crossover EV, well, in general too, pretty easy to drive. Visibility is good all around. The D-pillar, not much that of a blind spot too. And the steering wheel, among one of the heavier EV vehicles I've tried out, but I don't mind it since you all know me, I'm the power steering kind of guy. But for an electric vehicle in general, yeah, this handles pretty well, even just driving here around in Rockwell. And yeah, there's so much heft to it. And of course, body roll would be present. The suspension of this is tuned to be on the softer side of things. However, it soaks up all the bumps and humps pretty well. This is in tune to be on the comfort side of things, not to be intended purpose of a race car. But and off the line, oh shoes. 4.9 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in an SUV is pretty insane too. So yeah, this handles very much like that of a sport car. So here's sport mode now. Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh. Yep, very much the same like that of the BYD Han, but of course it's an SUV. Oh wow, what a car, right? Like with the BYD Han, I would still prefer this. However, if you want a BYD SUV with almost the same amount of performance, yeah, get this Tang. And for the price of all of this is actually just a little bit more expensive too than the BYD Han. So this one is at 3,321,000 pesos. So okay, I think this is the best bang for the buck electric SUV you can buy out here today. Well done, BYD. This is such a very, very good car. And as well, the electric whine of the motors, unlike some other EVs out there where it has pumped in audio here and there, but throughout the modes I've noticed. So we were just normal earlier and then sport mode. Yeah, there's no pump in audio whatsoever. It's a natural sound. That's what I like too with all of the BYD vehicles. There's no crazy modes playing in the audio system whatsoever. And yes, going back to the handling for this BYD Tang, of course it's a very powerful and heavy crossover given this is an electric vehicle. Yeah, it's among one of the better ones I've tried out on my channel. Such a good SUV to drive. And just strolling here around in the city, normal mode. Yeah, drives like with every other EV and crossovers. Yeah, such a comfortable experience. And of course, if you wanna play cuckoo mode, yeah, just leave in sport mode and you can just fly all the way. And of course, being in sport mode, yeah, your battery might deplete way faster than expected. So we're still at 91% of charge, but already lost what, 15 kilometers of range already. We're at 484. But if you tend to drive this calmly and smoothly, like unlike me, yeah, this will do the job. And the 530 kilometer range is believable. Like, yeah, I'm so stunned with all of the BYDs. They've done a very, very good job recently. And one more time. Oh my shucks. Right. Wala car. So again, I'd like to thank everyone here at BYD Philippines for inviting me here for the display of the BYD Han and this BYD Tang. So check out my other BYD reviews on my channel, and special thanks to Sir.
Hi.
Hello, of BYD Greenfield, Mandaluyong. So check them out in their showroom today, displayed there to the BYD Dolphin and the BYD Auto, as well review of that coming soon too. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you hopefully in the future too again with the BYD Auto 3. Bye bye.